See you in the house.
MP, you're my favorite player, man.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in. Hello and thanks for joining us. The NBA Cup is underway. This is game 2. Here's the starting group for Portland. Scoot and Sharp in the backcourt set. Walker out there with Robert Williams. And it's Avdia in at the small forward position. And for the Clippers, Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. James Harden out there with MP. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. You look at the Clippers. They're 1-0 in the group stage of the NBA Cup so far. A win tonight would go a long way to getting them to the knockout round.
No, they're off to a good start, and if they take this one home, they are in prime position to advance out of this group.
And now checking out how the Trailblazers are doing. This is such an important game for them. Losing their first group stage game, they have to win tonight.
Yeah, and it will not be easy. They're on the road, staring down a 0-2 start in the Cup. And that second loss pretty much eliminates you from advancing.
And it's in there.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
MP with it. In the game against Denver, very impressive. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
I don't know how you're going to defend that. MP running the pick and roll like a seasoned veteran.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters, and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Avdia with it. Now guarded by Brown. Sharp passes to Henderson. Back to Sharp. Avdia from outside. Sinks the tray.
Gotta like the confidence there. Shots like this prove Avdia is a solid scorer.
Leonard for 3. Sinks it from distance.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Back to Henderson. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, the master from the mid-range Hart is so good at finding available space from that distance.
Henderson finds Sharp. And here is Williams. To the inside. Outside Sharp. Fires the 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And you watch Shaedon Sharpe, Red. The talent is undeniable.
Well, the athleticism really is something that jumps off the court for you. I mean, he's not just a scorer. Rebounder. I think if he uses that athleticism, he could become an elite defender in this league.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked which end of the floor Robert Williams was scarier on, and Coach said, I'm definitely afraid of him as a defender. I told my guys to be very careful when going up against him. Stick with it, try to draw the fouls off him as much as you can. So the plan is to turn Williams' aggressive defense against him if possible, Ian.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Nice teamwork. The right guy ends up with the ball in his hands, and Kawhi finishes that possession.
Pass to Walker. And here's Avdia, covered by MP. Fades back. And it's MP with a rebound. Grant, what a blazing hot start to MP's career. He becomes the fastest to 5,000 points. Incredible.
And for anyone wondering if MP's game would translate to the NBA, you can stop wondering. Getting to 5,000 so fast shows that MP is well on his way to being an all-time great.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Back to Henderson. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
Watching this team operate at this elite level, firing on all cylinders. The way they're going right now, this winning streak could go on for some time.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Williams finds Sharpe. From 7, Avdia hits the jump hook. Avdia's got 5.
Attacking in the lane. This is where Avdia does a lot of his best work.
MP looking around. Screen by Leonard. MP, the pass to Leonard. Over Walker. Avdia pulls it in. Portland has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. And it's out of bounds to the Trailblazers as Portland retains possession. Here's a peek at the current NBA Cup standings for you here in the middle of the group round.
And at this point, it's still very much a mystery who's going to make it all the way to that NBA Cup championship game. A lot of basketball left to play.
Don't let him shoot that.
Clock at 6. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Outside, Brown. This one for 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Portland trailing here. Pass to Williams. Outside Sharpe. Outside Walker. Here's Henderson. Walker sets a screen. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. And Harden's got the ball here for the LA Clippers. Back to MP. Harden against Henderson. Count it. Good. He's got 10.
Even if he's not a big man, Harden can score inside with the best of them.
Henderson, the pass to Walker. Back to Henderson. From downtown. Rebounded by James Harden.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way, but maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Leonard with a screen on Henderson. MP.
Hey. I'm that same old body with the steez. In a baked outfit, got a shark on the hood of my top and the ape on my tee. Been a minute since I linked with the bro, said link up soon, let's talk over tea. These days it's all about flex and talk, but bro, I'm trying to make this pee. I got a text from the bro in Cali telling me sit tight, gonna make me a beat. In a guy for the stylish babe on a stylish date, trying to make me a treat. She tryna talk about rovers, it's over, I'm tryna bag this dream. 2 sets, let me take this call, gotta ski real soon, tryna pattern this G. It's been OT nights, tryna get big checks and the cash flow ski. A couple boys on the block.
MP deciding where to go with it. Trailblazers trail by 3. On the floor for Portland, the wings, Sharp and Avdia. Williams is out there with Jabari Walker, and it's Henderson in at the 1 spot. You look at the Clippers, and their NBA Cup run started with a victory. These home fans hoping to see the not just second win in the group portion.
And that's because they're in very good shape if they can take this one. You normally have to win 3 games to advance, so a 2-0 start would be huge.
And then the situation for the Trailblazers. The odds are against them in the NBA Cup. An 0-1 record and on the road for this one.
And quite simply, Kevin, if they want to get to that knockout stage, they need to win tonight. And it gets extra difficult being away from home.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Nuggets got the job done. He had 60 points, and what a game it was, posting a triple-double. He put on a show. Totals like that put him in rarefied company. A game for the ages. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
Now here's Harden. He's got 12. And the 3 off target. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Henderson, no good.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Here's MP. That ball. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Now it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
MP showing he's willing to engage the contact in the painted area. Overcome the challenges, young sir.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So for the Clippers, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubac. And Middleton subbed in for Brown. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Klingon, he's checked in for Jabari Walker.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
On the wing, Harden. From downtown, makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
And that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Henderson, no good. Los Angeles leading by 7. There's the triple. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by MP. MP's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Henderson outside. Avdia gets the bucket. Avdia's got 7.
Well, close range looks, highly coveted. Avdia is all about it.
Middleton the pass to MP. Leonard with the screen on Henderson. MP kicks to Leonard. And another 3 for the Clippers.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Pass to Klingon. Henderson outside. The three. MP grabs the miss. And Greg MP, the fastest ever, with 5,000 points and 1,500 assists.
And Oscar Robertson had been the first to do it in his first 200 games. And when you're bettering the Big O, that's putting up some special numbers.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now, here's Sharp. His last outing with 20 points. Fires the three. The offensive rebound. Henderson outside. Here's Klingon. Makes it off the glass.
Oh, just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
Back to Harden. MP outside. Puts up a deep three. And it's...
It's going up. Get rich.
Now MP. In the game against Denver, very impressive. You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Brand. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, B.A., the kind of stat stuffing we'd only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
Taking a look at the Trailblazers. Sharp and Avdia are on the wings. Klingon out there with Williams. And it's Henderson in at the one. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Nuggets was lights out. He finished with 60 points and put up double digits in 3 categories. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try. Guys?
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying himself.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
Batum sets a screen. And here's MP from outside. He drops it from range. MP's got 5 points.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Henderson outside. Off the inbound pass. Drops in the 3. He's got 14.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, ending the quarter up 10. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. We'll be right back. Great. To have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Jeremy Grant. Jabari Walker is out there with Klingon. Then there's Anthony Simons, and it's Kamari in at the two-guard position.
Are you serious? What a sweet move. Broke his ankles on that one.
You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
And Grant, hot out of the gates, too. MP is the fastest ever to reach 1,500 assists and 5,000 points.
Well, it had been the great Oscar Robertson who did it in his first 200 games, but I guess MP just not that patient. They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Simons outside. They set the screen. Three-pointer. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Well, you see that quick release, and Simons right on the money.
Here's Harden. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Harden's got 26 points.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible. Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Harden misses. Blazers trail by 13. Simons passes to Walker. Here's Klingon. And here's Simons outside. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got 7 rebounds in the game. Grant, what a blazing hot start to MP's career. He becomes the fastest to 5,000 points. Incredible.
And for anyone wondering if MP's game would translate to the NBA, you can stop wondering. Getting to 5,000 so fast shows that MP is well on his way to being an all-time great.
Simons. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Connects from downtown.
He's already got 9 points from three-point range. They need to pay attention to him wherever he is.
Pass to Simons. Another miss by Simons. Los Angeles leading by 17. Well, the truth is, Stan, you lose a franchise legend like Damian Lillard, it really changes your identity.
Oh, it does, Brian. Their offense ran through Lillard for over a decade. Last year was almost a total reset. Now someone has to step up and be that guy.
Pass to Klingon. Back to Simons. Here's Kamari. Knocks down the long J. Kamari's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, it seems like Simons is always keeping his options open, always willing to make the pass instead of taking the shot.
Good on the bucket. MP's got 10 points. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. And here we have last season's best free throw shooting teams. Second, the Clippers.
Yeah, last season, this team had very few weak links at the free throw line, and that consistency added up to a sizable advantage.
Brown, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Dunn comes in for James Harden. Reed's checked in for Portland. Blazers trail by 21. Simons passes to Graham. Simons, a screen on Middleton. Here's Grant. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
MP looking around. From deep. And Los Angeles, another three.
Yeah, it's so rewarding as a coach to see a young guy like MP succeeding like this on the offensive end.
Pass to Reed. Shot to stop the run. Rebound by Middleton.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And Brown with the stuff.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Timeout called. The Blazers outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
Offensively, it was never their night. The issues they suffered were pretty clear.
Well, when it's all said and done, their offense just wasn't enough. They needed more on that end.
Hardaway's checked in for Middleton. Robert Williams checked in for Portland. Henderson comes in for Walker. So it's Portland now, and here's Simons outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. MP's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
He buries it from 3.
And the 3 ball is just another way that MP can hurt you.
From deep three-point land. And Anthony Simons with a 3. Simons got 10.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Very early in the season, but a lot of excitement still in the air.
No question, B.A. I mean, the fan base will usually carry it until their team is mathematically eliminated. Fans in this league are so passionate about their teams. And that's one of the things that makes the NBA so great.
To the obvious, checked in for Portland. Sharp comes in for Simons. Pass to Klingon. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And you watch Donovan Klingon. He really benefited from that extra year in college.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
Batum is checked in for Los Angeles. MP outside. There's the triple. And it's
Now, here's MP. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. MP with video game number.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. Chris Dunn is out there with MP. Then there's Nicholas Batum. Then it's Tim Hardaway. And it's Brown in at the 4 slot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And Grant, hot out of the gates, too. MP is the fastest ever to reach 1,500 assists and 5,000 points.
Well, it had been the great Oscar Robertson who did it in his first 200 games. But I guess MP just not that patient.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Nuggets delivered quite a performance. He finished with 60 points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. He was such a difficult matchup in that one. We'll see how he follows it up tonight. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Hardaway, the pass to MP. Brown, a screen on Avdia. And here's MP from outside. Portland.
Ay, give me the chip, I need the championship. Wait, we got a dream, next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My rings, finna be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile or even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. It's the anthem. Pull up and you know the team is strong. It's your anthem. All my underdogs. Everybody get your hands up. Sometimes it's hard, but we made it through. We were struggling for a minute, so that winning overdue. Yeah. They know it's true. We on the move. Aye. Yeah. Eyes on the money, I stay in my bag. Taking my city, it's put on the map. Hustle was harder, I had to adapt. They hate me, they love me, how funny is that? I step in the lights, it's getting them hype. Don't got them all, we just got a night. Yeah, that's the way that we live in this life. We stay going in. Tell me where I would've been if I took your advice. I bet that would've dropped the price. If they be trying to lock me down, well then they better read my rights. No, we don't play. What they gon' say? Radio K. Do this all day, tell them we straight. Ayy, ready whenever I been show. Y'all really know where y'all info. Yeah, they copy like tenfold. We on the field, we gotta survive. Walk through the door. Need my award. I said we keep on scoring. Y'all just keep it score. Give me the chip, I need the championship. Wait, we got a dream, next to the team. Yeah, we can handle it. They call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am.
Now here's Henderson. He's got 14. They've got Chris Dunn. He's out there with MP. Tim Hardaway is out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's Brown in at the 4. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not
Now Klingon. They've got Batum. Brown out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's MP. And it's done in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And Greg, MP, the fastest ever to 5,000 points and 1,500 assists.
And Oscar Robertson had been the first to do it in his first 200 games. And when you're bettering the Big O, that's putting up some special numbers.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey guys, MP in the last game against Denver delivered quite a performance. He had 60 points, and that was only part of it, as he added a triple-double for his work. Those were video game numbers he put up in that last game. Boy, it had the...
Celebrate Easter Sunday with double rep for wearing Easter clothing. Hopping to the rim has never been more fun.
In the theater, take on double or nothing 3v3 action, 2v2 games to 15, and no squads matchups.
That Tough Buckets 1v1 format lives up to the name with lots of challenging rules. Miss a shot, and it's a turnover. Winners out, a max of 3 dribbles per possession. You have to be good to win here. Try it out.
Plus, check out the fresh clothing for your favorite teams, stars, and fashionable upgrades. To play good, you have to look good, Alexis.
And look at this player. They're wearing a 100 overall Tim Duncan My Team card on their shirt, and it is looking so nice.
He's sporting the helmet. He's been out there and winning in events, Alexis.
You ever play basketball in jeans, Chris?
Can't say that I have, but I'm liking the fit.
Wow, and look at this player, fitted from head to toe in black and red. Some white and red on the shoes, looking pretty nice.
I think the best dressers have to dress from the shoes up, Alexis, so I like the matching kicks with the outfit here.
Is this New York fashion?
Sitting back thinking got too much headroom.
And here's MP. Had a career game his last time out, bucket after bucket. Grant, what a blazing hot start to MP's career. He becomes the fastest to 5,000 points. Incredible.
And for anyone wondering if MP's game would translate to the NBA, you can stop wondering. Getting to 5,000 so fast shows that MP is well on his way to being an all-time great.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Scoot and Sharp are the backcourt set. Denny Avdia out there with Williams. And it's Klingon in at the center position. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Nuggets delivered quite a performance. He finished with 60 points, and he did everything else you could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Avdia, good. You're a good person to ask this, Doris. Why do so many point guards turn into successful coaches?
Yeah, I think, obviously, Brian, as a point guard, you're responsible for knowing every position on the floor, where they're supposed to be at all times. And you're also sort of thinking like a...
NBA 2K.
Okay. No, it's not.
Anderson with it. 14 points for him. We've got Brown. MP out there with Chris Dunn. Then there's Batum, and it's Hardaway in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And you knew MP hit the ground running in his career, but now he has passed Luka Doncic as the fastest to reach 5,000 points.
For a guy that came in with so much height like MP, he has certainly lived up to it. Getting to 5,000 points so fast illustrates how easy the transition's been for MP to become a star in our league.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against Denver delivered quite a performance. He had 60 points, and he did a little bit of everything for them in that one, adding a triple-double in the process. He was remarkable in that game. It's not often you see a player that dominant, and I'm sure he wants to keep it going.
Here's MP. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable.
Here now, the Clippers. They are a hot team right now. 7
Hey, Nana.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. So the Trail Blazers 5 right now. Scoot and Sharp are the backcourt set. Williams is out there with Klingon, and it's Avdia in at the 3. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds. And assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Nuggets put on a show. He finished with 60 points, and he registered a triple-double.
There's 47 seconds left in the half. They've got Chris Dunn. He's out there with MP. Nicholas Batum out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Brown in at the 4 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now here's Brown. Brown with a screen. MP. And Grant hot out of the gates. 2. MP is the fastest ever to reach 1,500 assists and 5,000 points.
Well, it had been the great Oscar Robertson who did it in his first 200 games, but I guess MP just not that patient.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
And the Blazers making a change here. Walker's checked in, knocked away.
Here's Harden on the wing. Defended by Sharp. Harden, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
And so it's Los Angeles, out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Man, MP is putting on a show. He's taking over all those skills. How about them apples, Shaq?
The man. All right, now, still. And that is a wrap.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
On the court for the Trailblazers, the guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Williams is out there with Walker. And it's Avdia in at the threesome. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, MP in the last... Timeout against the Nuggets got the job done. He had 60 points, and ultimately, he posted a triple-double. The level he played at in that one was incredible. Now, he always wants to play his best against their rivals, and to say the least, mission accomplished. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And you knew MP hit the ground running in his career, but now he has passed Luka Doncic as the fastest to reach 5,000 points.
For a guy that came in with so much hype like MP, he has certainly lived up to it. Getting to 5,000 points so fast illustrates how easy the transition's been for MP to become a star in our league.
Stan, I could talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not getting as many shots, things like that, and there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge respect for.
That's a great example. Coaching an aging star, very difficult. MP passes to Harden. Screen by MP. And the shot goes in. Harden's got 28 points for the game.
Assists like that have typified
Their effort today, terrific ball movement.
Henderson kicks to Walker. Back to Henderson. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And it's Leonard missing. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Williams passes to Sharp. Shot on the wing, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Sharp's got 11.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And again. And another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. And Sharp has it in the corner. Outside, Walker. Back to Sharp. Launches it. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Portland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Count that one.
And a bit of a struggle for him so far in the quarter. Just 1 for 5 from the field.
Well, Stan, after 11 seasons with this Blazer organization, Damian Lillard traded away in 2023. What a run he had for Portland.
Incredible, Kevin. Not only in terms of his scoring and his individual honors, but the success he brought to the team. While they didn't get over the top and get to the finals, they were a consistent winner. If you were a fan in Portland, you had a good team to come and watch for all of those years.
Pass to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Leonard's got 11 in the second half. Portland's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Avdia gets the bucket.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And so MP will bring it up for Los Angeles. You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And Kevin, something we'd only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
Leonard against Walker. Pass to Avdia. Henderson looking it over. Clock at 4. A shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The 3 from Harden. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Walker's got 7 rebounds in the game. Charity stripe shot. Henderson, no good.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Harden right side. For 3. Cranes the three-point. Harden's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
High motor type of player. Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
And the Clippers making a change here. Batum's checked in. Simons, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Inside, here's Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
Oh, good pass right there from Sharp. These types of plays really help team chemistry.
And here's MP for 3.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Walker out there with Williams. Then there's Anthony Simons. Then there's Klingon. And it's Sharp in at the shooting guard position. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Nuggets delivered quite a performance. He finished with 60 points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Yeah,
We have a packed episode for you this week with tips on getting better at the game, as always, and we also have a special guest with insight on handling.
Now, as you're watching, we've included an Easter egg with 2K TV Interactive. So pay attention to the question because one is worth a big VC reward.
Which question? Well...
Quote about the holster, same tree it represent blackness from the passage. The past is alive.
MP out there with Chris Dunn. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Batum in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times the coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor.
MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human cheat code.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Nuggets put on a show. He had 60 points and a triple-double for all that effort. That stat line was really unbelievable. It's something you really had to see to appreciate. Back to you guys.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
And here is Simons. Following the three-pointer by MP. Right side, Simons. And that one is good. Simons has got 5 points now this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Trailblazers shooting it beautifully here in the third, 56% from the field. Down again, Sharp. And Simons wide open. He'll fire. No good with the triple. And so, MP will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And you knew MP hit the ground running in his career, but now he has passed Luka Doncic as the fastest to reach 5,000 points.
For a guy that came in with so much height like MP, he has certainly lived up to it. Getting to 5,000 points so fast illustrates how easy the transition's been for MP to become a star in our league.
We know, Brett, there are many roads that lead to the modern NBA. And Shaedon Sharpe took his own unique path.
Yeah, Kevin, you could say that again. I mean, he was on the Kentucky campus as a player, but never participated in a collegiate game. And then all of a sudden finding himself at the top end of the NBA draft without ever playing a college game.
The Clippers shooting around 52% since the start of the third. Chris Dunn is out there with MP. Then there's Nicholas Batum. Then it's...
No, I got the wave, I don't even swing. It's late.
And Los Angeles guys shooting well, 52% in the third. They came to play offensively in the second half. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Dunn. Then it's MP. And it's Batum in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup on the floor.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting an insane 65%. Just terrific. Tim Hardaway is out there with Nicholas Batum. Then there's Chris Dunn. Then it's MP. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. And here's MP. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. And Grant hot out of the...
But a hint.
Congratulations.
And here is MP. Non-stop scoring machine here. You know, you just can't say enough about the statistical marks that MP is putting up. I mean, Greg, this is just amazing stuff. How about his 20, 20, and 20 triple-double? I've never said that before. I mean, this is incredible.
And, Kevin, something we'd only seen from the likes of Wilt and Westbrook, right? That's the kind of dynamic, prolific dominance you've got to exhibit to manufacture a stat line like that.
On the floor for Portland, Reed is out there with Jeremy Grant. Then it's Anthony Simon.
MP with it. Non-stop scoring machine right here. We are all still talking MP's triple-double, Grant. A 60-20-10 game. My goodness.
Oh, as if 60 points isn't enough. MP adding in those 20 rebounds, 10 assists. Come on, BA. That's just not fair.
And it's good. He hits another one.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. And so many screens today ride that line of moving or not. Doris, you think players get away with too much movement on picks?
I think, Brian, it definitely feels like there's a lot more gray area. You have these things now called drag screens. A lot of screens today feel like maybe 30 years ago they would have been a foul. So, hey, I always say, BA, officiating in this league with the speed and the skill is really, really difficult.
MP is out there with Chris Dunn. Then it's...
Substitution on the court.
Avdia passes to Walker. Crafty move. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It goes on Nick Batum. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
The way they've been chasing after their shots in this game is really admirable. Getting them lots of second chance looks at the basket, too.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the...
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Sharp and Avdia are on the wings. Jabari Walker is out there with Robert Williams. And it's Henderson in at the point. Back to Henderson. Williams with the screen. Here's the teardrop. Count that one. Henderson's gotten 4 this quarter.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Batum sets a screen. MP drives in. Can't cash it in from close range.
Or right in front of your eyes.
If you're in the city and looking to
give me the chip, I need the championship. Wait, we got a dream next to the
Right side to Walker. LA's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. On the court.
players' progression, Chris Bridges.
Go for the knee stand.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. On the court right, and good! There's another!
And to see him hit the 60-point mark twice in a year, that's a special talent.
Incendiary scoring performances on any given night, and nearing third place for most 60-point games in a season. You know, words sometimes don't do justice to MP's greatness on the court, Grant. But how about numbers? A 20-20-20 triple-double.
Oh, B.A., the kind of stat stuffing we've only seen before from Wilt Chamberlain and Russell Westbrook. He's lighting up box scores, opponents, marquees, you name it. He is here to shine.
Hardaway's checked in for Brown. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with their transition buckets.
You also can't ignore the good job they've done rebounding on the offensive end tonight. That hustle has been well rewarded with second chance points.
And Grant, hot out of the gates, too. MP is the fastest ever to reach 1,500 assists and 5,000 points.
Well, it had been the great Oscar Robertson. He did it in his first 200 games, but...
.116 left to play in the fourth. Henderson against MP. And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, B.A., and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product. And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Clippers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for MP.
Yeah, we witnessed a special performance tonight. It's not just the triple-double, it's the example he set out there. Outstanding leadership.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
And here's Green from the arc. Avdia pulls it in. Pass to Henderson. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. And with tonight's win, they're now 2-0 in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, just a fantastic start to the group stage. They're in the driver's seat in this group. A strong finish, and they'll advance.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink.
Yo, keep this thing to regulation. I got plans after the game.
Check. You tell me that I'm check. You tell me that I'm need to spend.